What's up, YouTube? We are back with a special video today. We are going to talk about Mud Exchange. You guys all know that I don't endorse very much or anything. This is actually the first thing that I've actually endorsed. Yes, I've been contacted several times by people to endorse their products, but I just can't do it. I can't get behind it. But this I definitely can get behind. And I'll tell you what, I use this every once in a while. It is incredible. In fact, I used it last night for 1 hour to see what we could do, to see what we could get, so I could make this video, so I could definitely endorse them. If you guys ever decide to get Mud Exchange, use code B3 for whatever percent off, a little bit percent off. If you do that, it helps me. I get a little bit of portions from that and so on. So we're gonna go first. We're gonna go through a few things. I use it for the Snipe Spotter. Now, this is the filter I use. I go to this filter right here. I usually go just 80 overall, doesn't really matter. But when I go to settings, it depends on how serious I am. If I'm going hard, then I'm gonna go 5K. If I'm going where I'm just trying to do other stuff while looking at it and I'm looking for big snipes, I'm just gonna go either 10K, stuff like that. I'm gonna apply, and that's all I'm gonna do. I'm gonna hide, and snipes will start popping up right away right here. Now, is it right now? No, the servers are down. There's nothing gonna be posted, so there's gonna be nothing up. You have to take my word for it. Honestly, go to mudexchange.com. Go ahead and click on this and watch the guy that did this. Watch how he does it, because it's pretty much self-explanatory. It's pretty incredible. These are the settings I do. I'll be honest, my son does 50,000 coins, and there's nights where he profited 2 to 3 million coins. I mean, it's incredible. And you can either take my word for it. You guys all know me. I'm a pretty credible source. There's not a whole lot of hate towards me in the community, which is good, which is honestly very surprising because of how I've done this. I've made 100 million over and over and over and over again. And you're gonna see in my clips how close I am now to getting there, to the point where I think I'm gonna get there in the next month. It's gonna be pretty incredible. I'm pretty excited to get there. This year I'm actually gonna go for the most coins. I'm trying to get about 250 million coins this year. Am I crazy? Damn right I am. But that's what makes me me. The next thing we want to talk about is the set filter. Unbelievable. Again, this is crazy. This breaks it all down. I'm going to show up. This is what I use every day. I have it in my spreadsheet to where I got a bunch of algorithms going on. Like, I got a bunch of things going on. But it's simple. All you got to do is click on the sets, and then it tells you exactly what to buy. Now, little disclaimer, same with the Snipe Spotter. Do your research as you go. If you see a card that's posted, you don't always have to buy it right away, even though you're gonna need to, because there's other people that are sniping as well. You need to see if the price doesn't look right, then don't go based on what a program is telling you, go based on what you're telling you. But the Snipe Spotter shows you in the right direction what to do. But we're gonna look at the sets here. Look at the sets. It tells you exactly what you need. If you want to make the 87 DJ Reader, you need 584 Collector Series cards. Pretty simple. It tells you what to buy them at. 22K. It tells you to sell at 143. That's a profit of 17,000 coins. Everybody loves that. And you're going to see in my video, I did not use the set filter for this. Again, I used my own spreadsheet where I updated myself. I probably should be using this instead, though, because this is going to make life way easier. However, I didn't in the video, and actually you don't even get to see the sets. You're gonna have to go based on my word for it. But look at all this stuff. Look at this stuff. I mean, last night I was making the Unreal Moments set, by the way. Mike Jones, incredible. He's good. He's very expensive, and the cards are pretty reasonably priced. I made a decent amount of coin in an hour. But you can see right here, Chris Lindstrom, all this stuff. I mean, it's pretty nice, guys. I'll tell you what, this set filter is really nice. Now, while you're doing those sets, you can easily go onto Auction Stream. Now, this is an interesting tool right here. You can go here, you can put, you don't have to put anything for settings. Filter, put your 80 overall. But basically, you're looking for your set cards that were posted at that certain price. Now, you can only do one of the three that I'm talking about at once. either Snipe Spotter, sets, or auctions, or, well, technically you use sets with other stuff, but you can go here. If you want to do, say, the 85 Collector Series set, all you got to do is click 85 and then put in Program Collector Series and then put in your minimum or your maximum price, and every card that's posted within that price will show up for you. Now that will make your sets way easier to make. Again, you have to test it out in order to see. I know it's a subscription-based service. I'm telling you, if you spend money on packs, take that money, invest it into this at a very minimal, like if you spend $150 for the step-ups every week, invest $30 into this each month. Instead of doing that, you're gonna make more coins doing this than you will doing that. It's incredible. I'm telling you right now, it's good. Now, you don't have to take my word for it, but here is some things that I did last night, and then we'll come back at the end and we'll talk about how much profit we got in 1 hour using the Snipe Spotter. There you have it. You saw everything I did. There's actually more, but I forgot to take clips, so I'm not gonna base any of that. I did do 3 on Unreal Moments sets. That's what I was setting out for, was to get Unreal Moments cards. In the process, the Snipe Spotter kept telling me to go get these other cards, so I went and got them. They were 10K profit. There was other ones that I missed. There was a ton of cards. I probably could have made 550 to 600K. Seriously, honestly, that's kind of where it was at. If I would have gotten more of the snipes, or I would have recorded a few of the other ones that I did get that were 15 to 20K profit. But like I said, we made 3 Unreal Moment sets. We sold Mike Jones for $340,000 each one. We were buying the cards for about 55,000 coins, and that's including Unreal Moment 86s and also the 2 extra 86s. A lot of times we got them even for less. Again, profit was crazy. And even though I valued at the Unreal Moments at 35K a piece for a total of 105K for 3 of them, it was probably a lot more than that, probably 10 to 15,000 per. It was more than, but it doesn't matter. I always take things and put them a little bit lower than what it should be, because the last thing I need is for people to think that I inflate my numbers, because I don't. And yeah, that's it for me, guys. Mud Exchange, use code B3Squad if you want to start making coins today.